After unions and human rights organizations pleaded with Elon Musk, he decided not to have his cobalt tracked to see if slave labor was being used to produce his cobalt for his Teslas, and for him to be called a steward of the environment and green energy. Of course, slave labor is being used. If you define slave labor as children as young as 6 being pushed into these cobalt mines to dig for cobalt for Elon Musk. Elon Musk, of course, doesn't want to know, and he uses middlemen to hide the fact that these children are being exploited. You don't have to call it slave labor. You can call it coerced child labor, because you know, if your parents throw you in a mine, or if your guardian or your uncle or whoever has control over you, perhaps hunger has control over you, and you're forced to go into a mine, which is extremely dangerous, at the age of 6, 7, 8, or 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't care, yeah, it's all slave child labor. Now, Elon Musk could solve this instantly. He is literally one of a handful of the wealthiest persons on Earth. His stock value has, grown 400% just over the last year, and he could just build his own cobalt mine in the Congo, and he could hire adults, and he could pay them a living wage. But he has decided not only to not do that, but to continue exploiting children in the Congo, exploiting their labor, putting them at great risk, killing them, injuring them, causing disease in the Congo, and to hide the fact by using these middlemen companies. Oh, okay, middleman company, you have no name, nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows your name. You go buy the cobalt for me from another middleman who is actually the labor, call it the labor contractor, just call it the slave master. So the middleman buys the cobalt from the slave master. The slave master forces the slaves to dig. And then Elon Musk buys the cobalt from the middleman and claims that he doesn't know about any slave labor, and doesn't want to find out because he officially declared that he refuses to track where his cobalt is coming from. And he put a big talk to the hand to all the labor unions and the human rights organizations, demanding that he track where his cobalt is coming from. So think about that when you buy your Tesla.